What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine.
And I'm still Jay.
And we're here to bring you an epic movie review on Space Jam, A New Legacy. I've been waiting on this for 20 plus years. And, when it came out in 96. So it's been about 25 years since the last one. Yeah, so the movie dropped today, Space Jam New Legacy, starring LeBron James. We are going to give you an epic movie review on that. But before we do that, we got an intro. All right. All right. Space Jam, A New Legacy. Now, do you know they've been talking about this for like over 10 years? I remember hearing about this when he was with the Miami Heat. And he left the Miami Heat like in 14. Maybe 14, maybe 15. Yeah. So it's like they've been talking about this since like 2012.
Well, all they were waiting for a new superstar so they could do it again.
No, they already knew they was going. LeBron was already a superstar.
No, that's what I'm saying. Was like it before him, the biggest name in the game in sports was Jordan.
Yeah,
so
but I'm saying by the time 2012, LeBron was already established. That big name?
I get that. I'm saying that's why like when it started, it never shut up.
Yeah,
because they finally had their guy.
Right, but I'm thinking like if you had your guy in 2013. Why did we have to wait till 2021 to see it?
He probably said no.
No, I think he said it's just whatever reason. It just they didn't. It took a while to get the project going and whatnot. But I mean, it's whatever. I don't think nobody really asked for it. But
I've never heard anybody ask for it.
But I mean, it's the idea could have been like, hey, we could just do this with another superstar, like you said.
Yeah.
And did it work? We will talk.
But yeah, the one thing I will say about this is an easy movie to make because it's 98% green screen.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what, let's watch this trailer and just so we can get a good refresher on what this movie looked like, and then we're gonna come back and finish our full review.
Basketball camp is next weekend. You got amazing potential on the court, and I can help you get there.
That's not what I want, Dad. You never let me do what I want to do. You never let me just do me.
Hold up, wrong floor.
Let's see what they
Will Smith ain't got to deal with this.
Dad!
Down!
He never said that, did he?
What in the Matrix hell?
Welcome to the space.
Welcome, King James.
I am the king of this domain.
This is the serververse.
What'd you do to my son? Where's Dom?
The only way you're getting your son back is if you and I play a little basketball. Pete, send this clown to the rejects.
Wait. What is this?
I like that screen.
I'm a cartoon?
Try LeBron.
What's up, Doc?
I need to assemble an elite team to help give my son back.
I know what you're looking for. A dream team. Bam! Shoot the ball! Let's try that again, shall we?
King James. Welcome to...
So the Warner Brothers got Hanna-Barbera. I've seen a lot of Hanna-Barbera characters. Yes. I didn't even know how many IP properties Warner Brothers have.
Introducing the Goon Squad!
You gotta win this game.
Let's end this.
Got you, Bron! And get our son back.
Yikes. Classic.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
Oh, that look familiar though. Didn't they do that in the original movie with the Tweety Birds?
Going old school on his butt.
Whoa.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
Welcome to the Space Jam, James. Welcome to the space. Come on, man. Get into the spirit, man. It was dope, right?
Just cut it. Just cut it.
All right, I'm going to stop with this dude. Kick my ass over.
Like, I'm sure there's got to be somebody out there that's like, yeah, that's going to be awesome. Like,
hey, let's see what the kids say.
Yeah.
You know, all adults got all this opinion. The critics is bashing it, I heard. And, you know, that's what make this for the kids. Let's see what the kids say.
I mean, like I had
And if the kids say, like, this was crap.
Like, 'cause
then it's
I had
over.
like this really deep conversation about the way media aimed at children is made the other night, and like the long and short of it was like stuff like this that's like, hey, we don't need to like have a clear and cogent message. We're just making it for kids. It just needs to be fun. And it's like, and then it's like it's not good.
Yeah.
You know, like, because there's no integrity in the design process, I guess. You know? But
So
anyways,
right, let's be honest. This was just a commercial.
it's a commercial.
For all the, Warner Brothers IP.
Yeah.
This was a commercial for all their intellectual properties, just to show what they got all on HBO Max.
Yeah.
What they got coming out, and it's kind of sad that they disguise this as a movie.
Yeah.
Just so they can
Like,
show off all their stuff.
Because, like, at least with the first one, like, okay, Looney Tunes plus Michael Jordan, fine.
Yeah.
But now it's like, hey, there's Fred Flintstone. We got that. You can get that on HBO Max.
Yogi Bear.
The Matrix, Game of Thrones.
Iron Giant.
Iron Giant.
All that stuff. So, okay. So
They
the
just
plot,
flexing.
the plot is
Plot.
the plot is real similar, kind of similar to the first one. As you can see, they kind of laid it out in the trailer though. LeBron James' son, they was at Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers pitching the ideas. We want to use you to market all our stuff
Forever.
And LeBron said, "No." Like, man, that's stupid.
That's a bad idea.
Right? I mean, and I asked you this earlier: is it forgivable if they call it out
No.
before it
Like,
happened?
It's one thing if, like, you call it out in hindsight, right? It's like, I don't know why we thought this was a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, let's go home. It's like,
Well, your man Curtis said before you did what you thought they was gonna do, that's stupid. That ain't gonna work. And then he said athletes trying to act, that's never working. That
yeah.
never
Like,
works.
he slammed the whole idea of this movie.
Yeah, right.
And walked out.
It's basically like they pitched him this movie, and he said, "No, this is stupid. I'm not doing this." In the movie.
In the movie. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like it's like, I won't say it's disingenuous. What I will say is, like, it's a waste of a scene, because, like, if he comes out and says, like, nah, look, I tried this already, this ain't gonna work for me, all right, and I'm out, fine. But, like, to just say, this movie idea you talk about, this is horrible, this is dumb, this is stupid.
I actually like that, but I don't forgive them just because
then they go and they make the exact movie he just told you was
Yeah,
stupid.
I know, but that was the point of them
To
calling
show
it
you
out.
how, but, like, it only works if you then make it good.
Yeah, you're right.
If you prove him right.
Right. You don't help yourself. You're right about that. It works if you prove them wrong.
Yeah.
But the point of them doing it is saying, hey, we know it's cheesy and corny, but we know it makes it forgivable. You know?
No. Like I said, it's only forgivable if you prove him wrong. If you prove him right, it's like, that's like somebody saying, hey, you can't trust me, I'll stab you in the back in a heartbeat.
So, okay. So,
and then they stab you in the back.
Right. So, okay, the plot, LeBron at the Warner Brothers facility said no, and the algorithm that made up all this marketing material was watching them on the camera. That's kind of thing That's the Don Cheadle character.
Yeah.
He's like an AI that went rogue, I guess you would say. And then, so he's like, okay, I'm going to lead him down here. So he go down to the server room, and it zaps his son into the computer, and then LeBron go chasing him, and they zapped him in there, and now he's in the serververse. Which is, okay, it's a kid movie.
Yeah.
Roll with it. It's something you see on Disney Channel, right?
Like that, it doesn't annoy me as much as I thought it would.
Right.
Like the second he said "Welcome to the serververse," I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, whatever. The effects was good. How you think all the effects look?
The effects look good. Some of them are a little jarring.
Yeah.
Like the 3D Looney Tunes.
You didn't like that?
Because like one, you can do 2D in a 3D aspect and it works. You know, like Rick and Morty.
Well, that's what they were at first. They was the 2D characters, and they changed them to 3D.
You know, like I just don't think it was necessary. I don't think it added anything to it.
Yeah. So okay, the show. I got a clip here. The show. This was just a lot of commercials for Warner Brothers IPs. They kept just jumping to different things in Warner Brothers. So you know, they went to DC stuff, they went to Matrix stuff, they went to Game of Thrones stuff, and I got a clip here of some of the stuff they jumped into.
Hands in your head!
Can't a lady check her Twitter?
Abuela, let's do this. What's happening, bro?
Yep.
Leo ain't got nothing on me, bro.
Could have rolled with that, right?
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Hey, Granny. Speedy.
So stuff like that ain't nothing but a commercial for the next
That's
Matrix
all
movie.
it is.
Because we know that they got a new Matrix movie coming out, which I have no idea what it's going to be about. And I
I'm
think
sure
they should
they
leave it
don't
alone.
either.
But
sure they
Warner
don't
Brothers like, hey, we got that problem, we going to do it.
Look, I just need to remind y'all, hey,
We're going to do
working
this
on it.
with or without you. And
That's
we'll
it.
get another character to play you that'll make you look bad. So you might as well come back
You
so
might
we
as
won't mess up your name.
Man, like, and I know, like, for a lot of these, like, you got people who's like, look, I don't do that anymore.
Right.
Like I made my name already. I don't have to go back. It's like, okay, but you know,
Yeah.
we can always recast you.
Well, yeah. So stuff like that is like, okay, they went through like a gambit of all these, you know, or should I say they went through a gauntlet of all these quick commercials.
You know, his Game of Thrones, his DC. You know.
Yeah. And let me see. I think I had another. Oh, we'll talk about that a little later. But no, yeah, and they did the DC, which give me an idea though. I think if you pull anything from this, I like the idea if you take the Looney Tunes characters and make them do the DC movie over using the Looney Tunes characters. Because I was having fun with that Wonder Woman and Lola Bunny Lola Bunny's little sequence.
Yeah.
I was having fun with that. I was like, you know what, this would be kind of dope because they playing the Wonder Woman music and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, this would be kind of dope if I see those movies redone with the Looney Tunes characters and put a little comedic spin on it or whatnot, you know? And I was like, you know, that's something they can pull out of this. Do something like that instead of doing this.
Well, and that's the thing, right? It's like, this is a commercial. It's not a real cartoon, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, just make a real cartoon.
Right.
You know? Like I was saying before, it's like, I would be so down to watch this movie if it's just a cartoon. It's not LeBron James gets sent into this.
Yeah.
You know,
Or
like,
they could just do that LeBron James and keep it just a cartoon.
Just keep it a cartoon.
Of LeBron James with the Looney Tunes. That's cool.
Yeah.
Instead of doing the full Space Jam formula. Because they did the same formula where at the end they got to play this game or whatever. No, you didn't have to do that, you know, but whatever. But yeah. But yeah, it was just the middle of the movie was just a big ass commercial, and as I said, they had a beginning scene where he was live action, LeBron doing an Oscar worthy performance, and the middle of the movie was all just was kind of animated.
And you know, the worst thing about it is like when he's like acting against people, he's
Yeah.
not that bad.
That's why I said I've seen worse.
Yeah.
And
You know.
Jordan.
Like Jordan literally just collected a paycheck. That's all
Yeah.
he did. You know, LeBron put a little bit of something into it, and then
Yeah.
when you got him just by himself playing against, you know, the Tunes,
Right.
It's like he doesn't know what his motivation is. It's just like there's that scene when he first realized he's a cartoon.
Yeah.
And it's
I'm a cartoon. Or there's this one scene when he was when they found out he was in the serververse. He said something to so I'm like, what? Nobody will respond like that.
Yeah.
It's like one thing I didn't like. They looked like they was trying to give him jokes where it didn't seem natural.
Like that's one thing, you can't farm jokes out to people.
Yeah.
Like it's one thing to do that with an actor.
Right, because I mean that's their job.
Yeah.
Which you got to give him some leeway. You got to grade him
Yeah.
with the curves. He's not an actor. But I think he did better than most athletes I've seen trying to act.
You're right.
I've seen worse.
I mean, we seen like what we seen Jordan do it. We seen Shaq do it.
Rodman.
Oh man.
Remember Double Team?
Ooh, why you remind me of that? Oh
We
man.
might have to review that, bro. No, he got a movie called Simon Says. Remember that movie?
Oh my!
That was his standalone action movie. We might have to review that.
Okay, I'm down to review Simon Says.
But let's stay on target.
Right.
But so the second act I didn't care for, man, because I mean some of the little stuff like that little Matrix scene was kind of fun, and then they had the little Superman scene I thought was kind of fun, and the Wonder Woman scene, but when they got to the third act, that's when it got back to the Space Jam formula, and that is when he was, they got to play the game to save his kid or whatnot, and they do. So I kind of like the animation, and then they turned the tunes into 3D or whatever, and then they got this scene where you seen on the trailer. A lot of people were just like, "What is this?" Where they got Porky Pig rapping. What you think of the Porky Pig rap?
I plead the fifth.
Hey, you know what? I started listening to it. I'm like, you know what? It ain't that bad. First, I cringed because I'm like, here we go with the culture appropriation, or it's like, okay, well, this is a new time. Kids into a little battle rapping scene. It's cool, but it just it didn't work. But I listened to the lyrics. I'm like, not that bad. Let's listen. Let me see what you think.
We rapping now? We rapping? Show 'em who you really are, notorious P.I.G. Oh boy, here goes nothing.
Hey, why did he do the weed so long though? Why did he do the stutter? Why did he do the stutter so long? Because he could have just did a week. He could have just did it like 2 times. He did that shit like 6 times though.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me do that again.
Here goes nothing.
I'm sorry, I can't get that. And I'm not trying to laugh at people that got a stuttering problem, but why did they do that? That was so stupid.
Like,
oh wait, that's like the remix, right? This the chop the screw version. All right, man. Look, I'm gonna get through this little part right here. I'm sorry. They said,
look, I'm just happy that they managed to entertain you, man.
all right, come on, man.
What up? It's Porky Pig. They call me P-double-L-G. Step to me's he don't want no trouble. I was famous before the internet. Since 1935, I've been getting respect. This pig is lit. I'm super legit. Every time I'm out in public, people asking me for pics. Nobody knows you when you walk the street. How your last name rhythm and you're still off beat. From beginning to the end, I'm here for all the smoke. Just squad in All Star. Your squad is all jokes. And it's with one.
Hey, you know that was kind of tight.
Look, okay, that was a nice ad lib. That was a nice ad
How
lib.
your last name Ripper, but you still on beat. I'm like, oh, see right there, I'm be like, oh. And you have to get you got to give a good comeback after that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's finish this little.
One bar most famous of all quotes. This battle is now over. That's all, folks.
Ooh, ooh, he got you, dog. He got you. See, that's what it is. I hate the rap battles because the audience can make you win or lose before you even rap.
Yeah, you're right.
Because
You're
how they react to somebody is how you gauge
a
if you win or
bar
not.
can be trash, but if the audience likes it,
So bring your friends,
Yeah.
and they gonna be like, oh, he got you. He didn't even say nothing. Oh, and then you could just, and when you start rapping, everybody ain't saying nothing. Oh, you lost. Because if you bring your friends, that's how you win a rap battle.
Yeah. Man, as someone who listens to like some, like very much not mainstream hip hop, like anime rap and stuff like that, I can't help but cringe because I know the guy who does that and thinks he's the best rapper on the planet.
I'm telling you, all you gotta do is bring your friends.
Yeah.
If you bring a backup crowd, and you can say whatever, you ain't even gotta rhyme.
You are not.
As long as you
wrong.
got somebody, as long as somebody backing you up, you good.
You know what that reminds me of? That Kevin Hart bit where his daughter comes to school and starts dragging the teacher. It's like, she say you ain't got no nipples. That shit.
I ain't even seen that.
Oh, you ain't seen that one?
No, I'm sorry.
Ah, man.
But whatever, I'm sure it's pretty funny.
But it's a funny joke, but it's like none of these insults are insults. Like,
yeah.
But
if you got somebody,
your crew is hyping you up.
or you got a hype man. That's all you need. Is a good
That's all
hype
you
man.
need. Yeah.
But no. So I mean, it's it followed the same form of Space Jam with this with the same kind of ending. Where they had to play for the last game, and instead of the Monstars, they got the Goon Squad.
Yeah.
It was the same thing. It was kind of like a soft reboot, if you want to say that.
They do love reminding you. It's like we've done this before. So
This is the thing about, man, I was like, can't you take this idea, this concept, and do something different with it?
Yeah.
Why they always just do the same thing and just make a soft reboot?
Lack of originality and creativity. But I feel like they lose points for pointing out their own lack of creativity and originality.
Yeah.
And then proceeding to do exactly what they just said they were doing.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that. It would have been a funny joke if they would have went a different direction. They would have made it look like they're gonna go in that direction, and they went a totally different direction. But they went in the same direction they always go. And it was about the exact same kind of ending, just with LeBron instead of Jordan, and so they did lack originality. It was the special effects was good. It ended exactly like I thought it was going to end. I'm struggling. I want to give this a rating, and I'm struggling with all right. I'm gonna give it a very, very low all right, very low all right, and that's because I think it did what it should have done. I think LeBron did a decent job. I mean, he wasn't great, but he did okay. In some parts he was doing bad, but he never was cringeworthy. They did have a scene where it was clear ADR though, where he had his back turned and he was talking to his son, and it just you can tell it was ADR, and I don't know why. I guess what he said they didn't want in there or something, but it was so clear. It's like if I'm talking and I turn my back and I press the tape recorder, and then the shit, and like, that ain't you talking. What the hell? But anyway, I'm gonna give it a very low all right, man.
Even though I'm tempted to take myself out of this one and not give it a rating, because
gotta give it a rating.
But
you're not a critic if you don't give it a rating.
I know. I'm not gonna go knee jerking because while I do find this movie cringeworthy, I will give it a low to mid. All right, like this movie is clearly not for me. I am not the target audience of this film. You know, I can't give it a bad review because I did not enjoy a movie that was not meant for me.
Yeah.
You know, big surprise.
But even if it ain't for you,
But
was it competently put together for that other audience? That's the question.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like effects were well executed. You know, for what they said they were going to do, they did what they said they were going to do. I don't like it, but they did the thing. So I'm gonna give them an eye. I can't give them any better than that.
I mean, that's being generous for you. I thought for sure you was gonna give it a whack on my garbage.
Like, I want to give it at least a whack. I really do.
What's stopping you?
They actually for as much as the movie is poorly written, it's well made, and that's just enough.
Okay.
To put it in an eye.
Yeah, well, for me, I got enough out of it to give it that all right. I was close to a whack too, but I think it was enough there. But it really lose points for giving me the exact same ending and exact same kind of
and it knows
thing
it
that
too.
the last Space Jam did, because I'm like, you're gonna have to do something different this time. Different enough to make me say, oh, that ain't the same thing. It's totally different,
Yeah.
I kind of wondered, could they do this same formula with another sport, with another athlete?
Like, even that might have been enough to make this more.
That's what I'm
enjoyable.
saying. Maybe they should have tried it with, like, a football player or a baseball player or a soccer player or something. Something different enough where you got the Looney Tunes, you playing for the old whatever. It's just another sport, at least.
Yeah.
Give me another sport.
Yeah.
But anyway, that is Space Jam: A New Legacy. It's on HBO Max. Your kids probably like it. I'm thinking if you're a fan of the first Space Jam, you might just be like, it's okay, but same old, same old. I don't think it'll pull you over to be a fan of this one if you're a fan of the first one. It's not going to be for that generation.
I'd be really curious to talk to someone whose kid has just seen the first Space Jam and then watch this one. I'd love to know what that response is.
I want a perspective of a kid who hasn't seen the original Space Jam and watch this and see what they think.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Because I think that's who they're trying to make it for. But they still don't get props because they just pretty much copied a lot of the stuff.
And they told you about it too.
Yeah. So. Anyway, so that is our review for Space Jam. Please subscribe to the channel if you like our videos and hit the bell icon so you get alerts every time we post videos or anytime we live stream.
And if you like what you've seen here today, go ahead and hit the thumbs up so you can drop a like on this video. Lets us know you like what we're doing and lets YouTube know that you like what we're doing. And feel free to drop a comment if you agree, disagree on anything we've said here today.
Yes, we are out of here, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.